faces do this. I think all my faces in there in the right place. Hopefully, people can hear us. Um, we have a couple people already talking about dinner plans. We're doing leftovers tonight at this house because my wife's out of town. So the last 2 days was like, hey, let's just eat whatever we cooked. So soup for dinner. Good job, wordsmith. Um, Turkey patty and some green beans, gray mouse,
That does
bonsoir.
sound pretty good.
All right, so pizza.
I
Fazandi
might
wants some
have pizza
pizza.
later on.
So, all right, let's get into a game though. We could talk about food because now I'm hungry, but we can have snacks while we're playing, right? I mean, everybody does that. Come on, that's what this is about. It's about having fun. We're gonna get right into this. This is the second episode of our final arc. So we're gonna give this over to what are they? Michael, who creates this as his brainchild. We are in New Hollywood, so let's give it to him. It's all you, Mike.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Coldest War, a nightmarish journey through the intersection of crime, espionage, and madness, straight to the rotten heart of the American dream. This is episode two, entitled New Hollywood, of our final arc, our fifth and final arc, which is entitled Chaos. In all caps, of course, because it's Operation Chaos. And we're heading right into Operation Chaos by meeting some of these players and characters who will be joining us. I'll do a quick recap after we introduce everybody. But let's go around and meet the team. So please tell me who you are, who you're playing. Maybe just one quick thing about them, and then we'll get into the adventure. Starting with Nick.
Alrighty then. I'm Nick, and once again, I'm playing Zy16, the psychic kid who, well, not really kid,
Young
young
man.
man who is now also a being from an outer world. So,
Super cool. Joining us as well. Very happy to have her here. It is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing Mara Kerr. Until this episode, she went by Lambda 18, but that is a name the government gave her, and she decided she wanted an actual people name. That has not been discussed on screen yet. I suppose that it's a spoiler alert. Um, Regardless, she's a telekinetic. She is irritated, and she's also she doesn't know what she is. Some variety of fiend, a clone. Nobody really is giving her answers, and it's irritating. I think I've
Mm,
already said she's irritated and like 7 times now, but regardless, yeah, in LA to um help somebody find out who effed around.
oh, very cool. Yeah, if anyone has a right to be irritated, it's Lamb or Mara now, for sure. Uh, Also joining us, very honored, very happy to have him here. It is Marvin.
Hey, I'm Marvin, and I'm going to be playing Sergeant Raymond Dow, the cyborg soldier of tomorrow, who's finally getting back his memories from before he was roboticized, like his full memories. And now he's just trying to find himself again. And it's becoming easier. It feels like he's becoming more than just, what he is, the machine. Feels like he's Ray again. He likes being Ray again. Besides, the robot hands, but eh, we got time to, reconcile that. We got a job to do.
Oh, super cool. I'm loving the character growth all around here. And then rounding us out, of course, honored, delighted to have him joining us. It is Patrick.
Hello, everybody. I am Patrick. I am playing Agent Gabriel Carter. She is a paladin who's, working for the. I mean, I guess no longer working for the CIA at this point. Kind of going rogue to make sure that this Captain Cross doesn't do some terrible, awful shit to a lot of okay people.
Super cool. Okay, so you guys are indeed on the trail of Captain Cross. You kind of, or you not kind of, you went rogue from the Central Intelligence Agency, the Hermitage, their kind of psychic warrior, psychic warfare program, when you discovered that Captain Cross, another rogue or not so rogue Hermitage operative, is planning to unleash a terrifying psychic attack on Los Angeles. He has, in fact, transformed himself using the essence from several alien beings, uh, turning himself into a living weapon that he's going to unleash in Los Angeles as part of an all-American strategy of tension, like you saw in Italy, a sort of false flag attack to raise the tension, to raise the tenor, and to spread the chaos in the United States. In order to stop that, you guys headed to Big Sur, this kind of new age retreat called the Promethean Institute. And that's where you captured one of Captain Cross's associates and goons, Dr. Happy East. Dr. East, previously the person who helped build Sergeant Raymond down, or rebuild him after he was mangled by the Hermitage in order to so they could have him for their experiments. Right now, Dr. East is in your what's the word? Captivity, in your care. You captured him, is what I'm saying. And he has, fearing for his life, has agreed to work with you to move against Captain Cross. He explains that it's kind of like a dead drop situation where he would meet Cross or Cross associate in Los Angeles, and that is where we're gonna kind of pop into the action. So we're maybe a few days or so after the events in Big Sur, and you guys have driven to Los Angeles. You're in Burbank right now. It is kind of the later or mid-October, just like it is in the game. It's, not too far from Halloween. You got the decorations are out. It's like very, very good weather in Los Angeles. It's like it's about getting to be hitting into the very mild LA winter. It's that crisp LA fall where like you can sort of wear a sweater and you'll probably be okay, but you don't have to. And you've got that nasty 70s smog out in the air. And you guys have pulled over for some food. You got Wampus the Clown, your sort of handler and now prisoner driving you, and you've stopped at Tommy's Original over in Burbank, one of their locations, to get one of their famous chili burgers, and of course to ask Dr. East where exactly you're going. So you guys have pulled over. You got your food. It's kind of one of those like drive-in where you get your meal and you get to just kind of hang out around your car and eat those delicious chili burgers,
or at least mine eating them.
Oh yeah, I got to ask, what do you guys do? Are you lunching on the chili burgers or no?
I would love to lunch on a chili burger, except I don't have a mouth, taste buds, or a tongue.
The question is this the famous LA chili, chili burger, or is this one of the slightly varied named ones?
No, this is the original. This is
Hell yeah, original
Tommy's. Yeah, it's an LA tradition. So.
Tommy, not Tommie.
Yeah, there are a lot of fake Tommies in LA.
It's really funny.
The description you're saying sounds a lot like the actual one. What street is the original one? Is it on Cahuenga?
It's right there in Echo Park, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well there's the one down in Echo Park. Yeah, I guess the Echo Park one's really the original one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well that's not anywhere near Burbank.
Yeah.
Sure. I think there's a location there. I don't know if there was in the 1970s. We're not historically accurate, by the way, so sorry.
Okay. Anyway, Ray, I can probably make that happen for you.
Oh, really? You can conjure up a tongue?
I could put you in a different body, I think.
Really? You can
Well,
do
I've been
that?
thinking about it. I can pull souls out of people, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's probably not that hard to jam one into somebody, provided they're currently vacant a soul. We just have to find somebody that's, worth pulling their soul out.
Then you'd be in the body of a person who's basically evil, people know them to be
Yeah.
evil.
I mean,
I don't know how well it's going to go over.
Dr. East is like, yeah, I mean, good luck finding someone like that.
Just do it to
know.
you.
Ugh.
oh, by the way, everybody, I'm not going by Lambda anymore.
Okay. I mean, that was more of a designation.
Yeah,
Right,
Anyways,
exactly.
same for Zai, right?
pretty much. Yeah, those are project names. Yeah.
Yeah. But Zai, you had a name to begin with, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't remember it anymore though.
Maybe you can ask your friend. Regardless, I didn't have one. I've picked one. I picked Mara. So if everybody could just call me that from now on, that'd be great.
All right.
Sure.
Sure.
Well, Mara it is.
Wampus the clown is just like totally pigging out. He's got like chili all over his like white face paint and like on his red nose.
At least close your mouth when you eat,
He
man.
just like, oh, what's that?
You
Oh,
could take
sorry.
off the makeup and the stuff.
Now you
Hey,
gotta
man,
redo
Wampus-
everything.
Wampus is like method actor, okay? I don't ever take off the makeup.
I'm
What was
trying to
the
remember
me-
whether or not Tommy's has milkshakes.
Whatever you want
Think
for the
so.
story, it's okay.
Yeah.
All she got was a milkshake.
Very cool. Wampus is like, hey, Mara, is that the new name for you?
Yeah,
I like it.
thanks.
Hmm.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, I mean, I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if you want to even be the guinea pig for it. But at least I'm offering you whether or not you want to be a guinea pig rather than just making you one. I mean, I feel like that's better than the first go round.
I appreciate the offer, Mara, but mangled as it is, with bits of metal, well, mostly metal jamming into it, still my body in here. If there's any way to, like, restore at least a semblance of normal life, I'd like it to be with my original body.
Well, I don't think I have the ability to make a body for somebody. That might be more in Zai's friends department. I don't really know the limits of its power, to be honest with you.
I mean, at this point, we're probably fairly limited to. I don't know.
We'll find a way.
We'll see.
I'll tell you what, Zai, give me a. Let's see. What was the roll to examine your own power? Give me just like
That's
a
a
wisdom
very good
roll.
question. Wisdom?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's call it wisdom.
All
This
right.
be Arcana.
Oh, Arcana could be good, but it's like okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do Arcana. I like that too.
Okay.
Which is off wisdom, I believe. So
Arcana is intelligence.
Arcana's intelligence.
Arcana's intelligence. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do wisdom.
Okay.
If he's proficient in insight, could he do insight?
I am proficient in
Can
insight.
you do insight on yourself? That is a good
Oh.
question. Well, what did you get for the roll?
Straight wisdom is 15.
Oh, 15 is pretty good. Okay. Creating bodies could indeed be something that Jairus could do given enough time and energy. So the possibility exists, but you're not Jairus just doesn't have the isn't comfortable enough combined with you yet for that kind of thing to happen. But it could happen.
So you make a blank body, I take your soul out, pop it in, and it's a teamwork thing, right? And I'm guessing Agent Carter, you can get us all new IDs, right?
No, I know.
No?
I actually think I can do that.
I don't know, you're an agent. Don't agents know how to do that kind of stuff?
We've kind of gone rogue, Mara. I don't think the government kind of likes us very much at the
I
moment.
mean, I think
Yeah,
the only
but
person.
I mean, I think you misunderstand my role at the agency.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
I
the
think
rest of us don't have any experience.
the closest person that we could probably do in terms of getting an ID would be Mizadora. She's got friends in low places.
Do I have,
No.
might have a lead?
Yeah, Taffy Lady might have it. Good point.
Mm-hmm. So Dr. East, I don't know if you guys did you guys buy him any food, or did you let him buy some food?
I mean, I don't think we're
Sure.
starving him to death.
Yeah,
are
we're
we?
gonna buy him food. Of course we are.
Ray has
Okay,
his gun
very good.
trained on him the entire time.
Don't
Oh,
maybe
man.
hold your gun out in public. I mean,
It's not exactly a gun.
This hand.
It's my
Just a-
hand that has a gun in it.
yeah.
um, so Dr. East, he's also like slurping on a milkshake. He's like, well, yeah, look, I'll tell you what, you guys let me go. I clear things with the people back home. Maybe we can smooth this over. You want some new ideas, some new lives? I can make that happen.
I'm gonna do an insight on him. So she doesn't trust him at all.
Can I assist?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone
you
do
can
an
roll-
insight on this guy.
Ooh, okay. Mara, you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, I'll roll one more time. I'm at a 15 so far. So
All right.
15.
15. I mean, he could do it, but also he's just really looking for an excuse to like be let go and turn the tables on you.
Right. It seems to me like, to be honest with you, like, we're just waiting for you to tell us where to go, right?
Yeah. Okay. About that. So, look, I know Captain Cross. I worked with him when he was a little bit more in the Hermitage, but he kind of, he likes to keep things at arm's length. He's very good into He's very big into operational security, as you would be too if you were in his position. So we kind of got sort of like a dead drop thing going on. So the idea is I would go over to the Promethean Institutes, pick up the stuff. I take it over to a Hermitage contact who's in the city. And then he's the one who would actually bring it over to Captain Cross. So if I just tell you who this guy is and where you can find him, you can let me go. How about that?
I like the idea of you going back and helping us sort all this out and helping, these nice people here with us find their way in life beyond this point, new identities and whatnot. But I think we're gonna handle your friends first, so that you're not really left with much choice.
Okay.
So you're along for the ride.
Swell. All right. Well, look, the guy who I always go to, I mean, he's got a real name, but I always just deal with, he's in like deep cover. He's kind of, if you'll pardon the expression, gone native. He operates under the name of Brother Groove. Look, he was always a little kooky, and I think just making him go like full hippy dippy kind of pushed him off into the deep end, if you know what I mean.
What's his real name?
Wouldn't going full native be like becoming a movie producer in this town?
Well,
Or
he's
like
part of,
a hot rod detailer?
yeah, I mean, like, have you heard of Operation Chaos? Do you know what that is?
Enlighten me.
Ooh, with pleasure. All right, so Operation Chaos, CIA plan to infiltrate and discredit various anti-war, various counterculture, various anti-American movements that are happening all over this state and this country. I mean, we've had various success with infiltrators and civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, all kinds of stuff. So Brother Groove has been part of that. I mean, movie producers, we don't got a problem with them.
Right,
Hippies,
no.
though, got a problem with them.
So you're doing like an agent provocateur kind of thing.
I'm not at liberty to say.
I mean, you just literally said.
I can literally also make you say if you were.
No, okay, no need to do that. Yeah, it's agent provocateur shit. All right, that's accurate. Okay, that's what Operation Chaos is.
So this Brother Groove, what's his real name?
His real name is His real name is Raymond Wilson.
Another Raymond.
Yeah, it's a popular name, man. Hold on. Okay, wait. Interruption. This is Michael interrupting. I'm changing it from not from Raymond. It's going to be Ryan Wilson.
Uh,
That way we don't
love
have
to-
two Raymonds.
Oh man, I would have loved a philosophical battle about who's the true.
Who's the original Rays?
Now, as a person named Catherine, there's no real reason to ever get in a discussion about why somebody has the same name as you.
Fair enough. Well, someone could be Ray. Someone could be Raymond. I mean,
Yeah. I've been in many a conversation with a Catherine, a Katie, a Kat, and a Kathy.
yeah, lots of variety there. Okay, so, but anyway, Brother Groove is what he prefers to go by.
Got it.
Yeah.
Brother Ryan Groove.
Wouldn't it be Ryan Brother Groove Wilson?
I don't know. Like,
The
I mean,
moniker
as
usually
far
goes
as
in
I
the
can-
middle.
As far as I can tell, and I don't know a whole lot of stuff yet, but like, isn't the whole hippie thing like by now isn't like glam what's in? That's what Frankie tells me.
He's like, Dr. East is like, I mean, yeah, and spoiler alert, or I don't say spoiler alert. Yeah, and guess who's responsible for that?
David Bowie,
CIA.
More or less.
Rodney Bingenheimer.
No. Look, Brother Groove, I mean, he still is kind of like, he still has his sort of acolytes. He's still kind of in the scene, even if it is changing. But that's what Operation Chaos was all about. And that's why he's still sort of lingering. You can still find him in certain house parties amongst the counterculture. He likes to kind of become a hanger-on of like big-time music producers, rock stars, movie stars, that kind of thing. I think usually I meet him at a party at this guy Walt Donovan's house. So maybe you can find him there.
Walt Donovan. And who's
Yeah.
Walt Donovan?
And okay, this is again Michael interrupting. Walt Donovan is the movie star who you've met on, I believe, 2 separate occasions.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
method
that
actor.
guy.
Yeah, the method actor. He was with the Cowboys in Italy, and before that, he was doing the Mafia Don when you were in New Jersey, and you met him there.
Oh, Walt Donovan. We know him.
Yeah, we've met him
Yeah.
before.
Okay. So we don't need to get the whole maps of the stars thing.
I don't know
I'll
where
give
he
you his-
lives, but
Yeah,
I mean,
Right. I'll give you his address then.
Wonder who he's trying to play this time.
himself, his biggest role yet.
Somebody had to say it. By the way, like this whole aloof routine is something really new for Mara. It's like she's a teenager trying it out.
Oh, I like that. That's a
Yep.
good thing to do when you're a teenager. You're kind of trying out new personas and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dr. East gives you the address. He's like, all right, so just go there, find Brother Groove, and he'll tell you where Captain Cross is. Okay. So, that's all for me. That's all I know. Can I go?
Mhm.
No,
Not
no,
yet.
you're staying with us.
Don't worry, you've been you're getting food. You're getting some decent come look over to Wampus. You don't have
Yeah,
much to complain
thanks.
about.
Appreciate it. Wampus is like, yeah, man, just hang out here in the passenger seat. We'll be fine.
Mara's actually doing this, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, what's up?
Are we gonna kill this guy or what?
I wish.
I mean, I don't want to just kill him out here in public, but when we get it back in the van, can you ask Agent Carter if I can just kill him then? I don't
know.
want to say it aloud in front of the guy, but I mean,
Could always ask her.
well, I can't ask it aloud. You can ask.
I could. He seems to still be kind of useful. I don't know. He is a
Oh, yeah.
liability.
I mean, I'm just thinking everybody else got to eat. This
Fair enough.
milkshake's okay, but
Understandable. No, I
All
get
right.
you.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off a little bit there.
No, I get you. Yeah, sort of. Oh,
Okay. You guys pile back in the car. You're zooming over to Donovan's pad, which is in like Laurel Canyon. Any stops, any kind of conversations on the way as you're zooming through those windy LA streets?
Carter in her head gets. Hey, Carter. Do we really need this guy?
I don't know. If he can help us clear this all up at the end so that we can all walk free, it's worth keeping him around until then. Otherwise, we'd
Do you,
kick him off a random street corner in Los Angeles and drive away.
or
No. We're not just going to kill every single scientist we come across that was involved, no matter how dickish or annoying they are.
gotta figure sometime.
It's one thing to kill Nazis and kill people who are trying to devastate entire populations. Looking at General Cross here, Captain Cross, whatever the hell his title is these days. This guy's an idiot egghead. He's a scientist. Sure, he's amoral and probably unethical, but was that worth ripping his soul out? I don't think so. That's just me.
All right. Well, we might have to have a conversation with Mara at some point about that.
For fuck's sake. Let's say that one out loud.
I mean, now that you're having that conversation in your head, you can see that Mara's basically looking at this guy like a hamburger.
Ooh, yum yum.
Either
And
way.
then down.
That was me this entire time. Dell did have something to say to Dr. East. Like he wanted
Absolutely.
to get some info out of it. So, Dr. East, I know you already done this once before. I'm a product of the program, but there any others that you've worked on recently? I know of one other person who's had similar, I don't know, experiments done to him. Guy by the name of Sully.
Sullivan. It was a little bit before my time. I believe that was kind of like the early '60s, late '50s, when he went under the knife. There may be a few others. Tomorrow Soldiers. The Tomorrow Soldier has been around for a while. There could be a few others. But sort of my purview was working on you, my man. You're my brainchild.
How much is he your brainchild? Do you know what happened to him to begin with, Dr. East?
Not really my department. I just, I operate. I don't do acquisitions.
No, but you didn't exactly stop the acquisitions either, did you?
No, he did not.
He's like starting to sweat. Look, you do need endowed. I mean, hey, not to put too fine a point on it, but you were like a big set of just a pile of meat when I got my hands on you. I gave you life. I healed you.
Yeah, but who made him the big pile of meat, Doctor?
Hermitage, that's what. So yeah, Doc, I am grateful for me being alive. It's not really much of a life. Well, not until I got my memories back. But the point is, if you know of anyone else who's had this done to them, you and I are going to find them. You and I are going to bring them back some sense of humanity.
So you need him for that, right?
Hey.
Okay. That's a good enough reason as any.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very good reason.
And hopefully you can do something about our current predicament. Maybe we can work out a deal with our creators.
Yeah, I'd be happy to be sort of a go between there. No problem at all.
Excellent. Well, and Dowd's gonna put a metal arm around Dr. East and kind of squeeze him a bit tightly. I think this
Ooh.
is the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership.
Just a matter
Yeah,
of
buddy, you
curiosity.
said it. Oh, sorry, Mara. Go ahead.
Just as a matter of curiosity, Dr. East.
Uh-huh.
Who is the one that decided to drop the bombs on their own soldiers? Is there a name attached to that decision?
Ooh, I'm not really sure who signed off on that. Like I said, acquisitions wasn't really my department.
Right. Well, if you ever find out that name, I'd be interested.
So would I.
Sure.
Lost a
Oh,
couple good friends in that accident.
hmm. Well, I mean, I'm sorry about that, and I'm sure you don't hear this enough, but thank you for your service.
Uh,
Also, in his head, like he'll hear,
Ooh.
you know, if you screw us, I will make it so that little brain of yours doesn't work as well as it does.
Whoa, what a threat. Um, I mean, you could have maybe do an intimidation if you wanted to see how well it works. It works pretty well, I'm sure, but like, you just go ahead and roll intimidation just to see, because like I bet it works either way. This is just like the extent of it.
how
19.
many?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I mean, fantastic. It works extremely well. He is like terrified because
How many?
yeah, that's his point of that's what he's all about. So that like hits him where it hurts. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys arrive at Donovan's pad, this kind of like sprawling, sort of rambling style like mansion, with like a huge backyard outdoor area, um, where Walt Donovan lives, and you can already see like the party's in the party is in full swing. Though this is the kind of place where like the party never really ends. So you manage. Hey, luck is on your side. You even manage to get a parking place that's only like a block or so away. So very lucky there. Um, you go past like the long line of cars, and you can see like inside. You got people in all sorts of cool, glamorous outfits, like vibing to some cool music in the backyard. Partying it up in the pool. It's still warm enough you can go swimming and like have a good time. Um, and there's even more people like inside, so it's a pretty packed, happening kind of house party.
Should we dress
Um,
for the occasion?
oh yeah, I mean, this is like, yeah, what is especially for Dowd, like, yeah, what do you guys, are you still wearing your, I mean, I think you just got some like basic uh clothes when you arrived in California. Have you had a chance to hit the stores and go shopping yet, or is it still very normal and functional kind of clothes?
I mean, Mara's wearing a sundress right now, but also has like a jacket over it because the potential of it becoming cold is pretty strong.
Sure.
And she is wearing these big sunglasses like I've got.
Oh, super cool.
Like, and ever since she put on the sunglasses when she started acting like this.
Oh man, yeah. Well, naturally, you wear the shades, you got to
Yeah,
act the part.
you gotta act the part. She
All
bought this
right,
bright red lipstick, put it on.
very cool. How about Dowd? What's he sending his disguise to?
Hey, there's a bunch of movie people here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't I go in a tuxedo?
I was half expecting to go back to the German, the dirndl, the.
I
You
don't think
know
this is like
Oh,
a tuxedo affair, Ray. I think this is like, just a soiree, not a Oscar ceremony.
oh, so more like a house party. Well, it would go with the leader hosen. Would that work in this situation?
Dow just always goes back to Lederhosen. I love it.
He loves it.
It's comfortable, I'm sure.
I don't
Maybe
know.
not, I don't know.
I'm wearing a swimsuit under this sundress just on the possibility that there would be swimming, you know?
Well, the Lederhosen would definitely make a statement.
I'm trying to become more of myself, so screw it. Lederhosen it is. Hologram suck. Lederhosen.
In all your
Awesome.
memories, do you remember having a thing for Lederhosen, or is this just like a new look?
Not at all. I think it's a glitch in the wiring.
Amazing.
Just curious, man.
Not
I
once
love
in
it.
my life have I ever been to Germany or anything with Lederhosen as a cultural dress or anything. It's just Lederhosen, and my mind got fixated on it.
That's okay. You know, fixations are a thing, aren't they? By the way, you might notice that I've been scratching myself on occasion. She's actually doing that too.
Mhm.
You're right
Okay.
there, Mara.
Yeah. I'm just feel a little bit like I'm crawling out of my flesh lately.
Mm.
I mean, it's been a little time, that's all.
All right. Oh, and what is Zai wearing too?
Zai's sort of in. Zai tends to wear just like a button down, usually in black with like the sleeves rolled up. So he's not changed it up too much, but it's sort of like maybe a little bit lighter, probably in like a. Trying to think of. Yeah, we'll go with like a sort of mid-tone to dark purple.
Ooh, very cool. And very, very understated.
Yeah, and like top button is undone, so.
And is Agent Carter still just like kind of your very drab agent style suit or something different?
Probably something different at this. I'm probably just wearing some like a sweater, some kind of baggy sweater, and kind of like nothing like that's too very form fitting, so I can at least conceal my sort of Kevlar and then the two guns and my knives, because I don't leave anywhere without these at all.
Ooh, definitely not. Wow, I love it. We got casual Carter.
So sounds like I'm the one that's dressed for a Hollywood party.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dowd's in Lederhosen, so that's something.
Oh, does it come with the hat?
Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah.
Okay,
a little feather
cool.
and everything.
Yeah.
Super cool. Okay, so you guys like knock at the door. Walt Donovan opens it up. He's wearing like powder blue leisure suit. And again, yeah, he's in the the greatest role of all, himself. But he's not in any costume now. He still has kind of like the sideburns that he grew for his bounty hunter character in the great spaghetti western $10 a slaughter. Yeah, he like looks you guys over in his flash of recognition. Hey, you were at film set in Sicily, right?
Yeah, we were also
guys
at the what was the people in kind of New York we are hanging out with as well.
It was the
We're at the Don's
Grimaldi.
house.
The Grimaldis, yeah. We're also back at the
in
Grimaldis
New Jersey, too.
Yeah, in Jersey.
When I was preparing for Dawn of the Dawns.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys happen to catch that one in theaters? There's some Oscar buzz.
Not yet. That's my next stop.
Oh, great. Well, hey, I mean, I don't know. I remember inviting you, but I'm sure I did. Come on in.
Thanks. It's thank you for inviting us. It's been so much fun getting to know you and kind of being there for all these sort of seminal roles for you, these sort of big important moments.
Yeah, man. Hey, my house is your house.
Thanks.
You're a swell guy. By the way, Mara is walking, but it is a little awkward.
Okay.
Just, She's not used to using her legs.
Ooh, well, that's cool. I mean, it's sort of a change there, but a difference.
Mm.
Very cool. So he kind of like leads you into sort of his main kind of living room area. Very, very ultra modern. There is of course a conversation pit. He's got like a bunch of tables with like all kinds of snacks. Lot of fondue. A lot of like horrible multicolored cocktails. Sort of waiting to go. Um, so he comes over to like the table there, starts getting you guys some plates, and he's like, so you guys like just get into LA?
After a fashion.
Yeah, we haven't been here. We haven't been in town very long.
Oh, I hear that. Well, welcome. A little like this party. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Like, everyone wants to hang out with Walt Donovan, but I got a whole bunch of guests who just sort of showed up, and I don't remember inviting them, but I'm sure I did.
Oh, who else showed up? I mean, besides us. And she tries to casually take a sip of a cocktail. This is the first time she's tried drinking alcohol, and she instantly spits it back out. Then just sets it down like that didn't happen.
He's like, yeah, oh, hey, no worries. My what kind of horrible name would you have for this? Like my tequila sunset tsunami um recipe might need a little bit of work. I'll be honest
You can
with
really
you.
taste the tsunami.
Yeah.
What did you put in this?
Um. Well, let's see. It's like 3 parts rum to 5-part Kool-Aid mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's the other way around.
Like,
Is there actually any tequila in your tequila tsunami?
Oh yeah, I use a little droplet to put a little bit on top there. A lot of creme de menthe. I kind of went a little
Is that
wild
what
with the
tastes like
creme de.
mouthwash? Is that
Yeah, I went a little wild with the creme de menthe. I'll be honest with
okay?
you.
Yeah. Ray's gonna take a glass and just down it, but in reality, it's his mouth compartment using prestidigitation.
So it just disappears.
Yeah. Save it for
Donovan,
later.
Donovan's like, yeah, see, hey, that guy gets it. Love you. Just down the hatch. Awesome.
I'm
Delicious.
sorry, I haven't done a lot of drinking in my life.
Hey, that's okay. Perfect. No time like the present.
Sure. I should
Don't
develop more
drink
bad
if you don't
habits.
want to.
No, he's telling me I should. So I mean, peer
Hey,
pressure is-
you don't have to. Look, when I was doing my when I was doing method acting for the Carrie Nation movie about the infamous like temperance leader, the hatchet wielding woman, I didn't drink for like an entire year just to get into the character. I mean, I had a very like kind of I had a small role as like the bartender who she hits with the hatchet. I had 3 lines like, "No, ma'am, you can't come in here. Please don't. Ow, ow, ow." I guess that's 4 lines. You know what they say? No small parts, no small actors. Also, my character wasn't really a teetotaler, but I figured, hey, I should understand what that's like. So I just stopped drinking for about a year to help prepare for the role. Um, and I mean, I was ultimately thrown off the set for other reasons, not because of that. Just with like, we'll say creative differences, but it was a rewarding experience.
creative differences over 4 lines. You know what?
Yeah.
The main thing that I'm curious about is you said other people have shown up that you didn't invite. Who?
Yeah. So he kind of goes over to you and he kind of points out, and you guys actually recognize some people there. Mara, you do in fact see Frankie Grimaldi, who's kind of like down in the conversation pit, just sort of hanging out. Jackie the Cowboy Colette is like a little bit further away, talking with some other more goony looking guests. But yeah, Frankie is there. She hasn't noticed you just yet. Agent Carter, your brother, Raphael Raph Carter is there. He is like kind of outside, sort of helping with the grill. Kind of making up some various like kebabs that are going out. And Sergeant Dowd, Julia, your sister, the reporter, is also there, and she like spots you like right away. and looks very intent, very concerned. So Donovan points those guys out. He's like, yeah, they just sort of showed up. They said they were invited. I don't remember inviting them, but hey, I got lots of different, an actor's brain is like full of different characters, So maybe one of those other characters. Maybe it was like King Lear wrote a letter. Or maybe
Right.
it was like Scrooge who wrote a letter to those people and invited them.
I don't know if you're describing so much acting as dissociative identity disorder. But
All
that's
right, well,
fine.
it's part of my process. I like to inhabit different people. So
By the
I
way-
wasn't super surprised when they showed up.
I know that wasn't the term back in the day, but I'm not using the term from back in the day. Suspend your disbelief.
And then he also points out, oh, and of course, there's Brother Groove. That guy, I mean, let me tell you, you want to talk groovy? That guy's groovy.
Yeah.
He's out there kind of sort of holding court out by the pool.
I've been wanting to go in the pool anyway, so.
All right, well, water is pretty good.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm going to go get this like fondue going. Let me know if you guys want to take a trip to the dip.
For fondue, of course. Anytime.
I don't eat cheese.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
I'm still
She
working
makes
off.
her way out to the pool.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
still
okay.
working off the effects of that drink.
All right, so Mara's heading out to the pool. Mara, you're not going to Frankie Grimaldi?
If she wants to come over, she can come over,
Ooh, okay. Kind of back is to you right now, but I think she'll spot you in a little bit too, for sure. Okay, so you're going out to the pool. What is Zai doing? Zai / Jarrus, I should say.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. No, we'll probably head in the pool direction so you can just sort of.
Right, so you're kind of
Start by
following. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
scoping out- Yeah, just start by scoping out the area.
Sounds good. Oh,
Yeah,
I
well-
should ask real quick. Are you bringing Dr. East inside, or is he staying out in the car with Wampus to kind of guard him?
Staying with Wampus to guard him. I assume that Coco's also there guard dogging as well.
Is that okay, Mara?
I think Coco just follows Mara
Oh.
instinctively. It's her service dog.
Sure.
Like, despite like Mara's recent attitude, Mara still has neurological problems.
That's fair.
Right.
So it's up to Wampus. That's all right. Wampus is good people.
What's Dowd doing? Oh, Dowd, actually, your sister is approaching you. I think she would definitely spot you right away.
Right. And Dowd will go pretty quickly to Carter. Carter, we're after that Brother Groove guy, right?
Yes, but I have other concerns.
Well, hopefully Julia's got something, maybe some info on him.
Cool. I'm gonna try to catch Zai's eye and kind of do the tap to the side of the head, almost like I'm scratching.
You all right there, Carter?
Something doesn't feel right. It's all too convenient that we're all here today.
Yeah.
A
why
lot
is
of
your
loose
brother
ends
here?
are in this room.
Yeah, your brother being one of them. What the hell is he doing here?
I don't know, but they said they were invited and showed up without without Donovan's knowledge. I think he's also considered a loose end here.
Yep.
Tell everybody, and then I'm gonna go see my brother.
Nice. Okay. I think let's have that scene first, and then we'll check in with Dowd. And I think I want to do kind of the climactic moment. I think with Mara and Zai confronting Brother Groove as the third thing. All right. So Carter, you pop over, like Raph spins around and spots you. He just kind of like stares at you for a moment. He's just wearing like kind of a faded Hawaiian shirt. Looks about the same as when you left him in Sicily. And he's like looks at you stunned. And then he's like,
Hey, Raph.
he's like, hey, Gabrielle. No, I wasn't surprised to see you here, but still, I thought I wouldn't be surprised, and here you are. You want a kebab?
Yeah, absolutely. Please. What you got going on there?
Yeah, we got like some chicken, mushrooms, onion. Here you go.
Thanks. So I see you are also invited to this soiree.
Yeah. You kind of picked a weird place to meet. Like, I wasn't. I mean, look, it's not exactly your scene, am I right?
You know, normally I'd say yeah, but it's been weirdly my scene recently. I don't know why.
I'm glad to hear that, and I was glad to get your letter. Um, yeah, you're like we didn't leave things in the best of terms, and you're the only sister I got.
Um, I don't think Carter sent. Did Carter send a letter?
She did not.
Yeah, that's. I totally forgot that I sent that letter.
Hmm.
My memory hasn't been so good recently. Almost like I forgot that it even happened.
Oh, all right.
What did it say? Yeah, it's been just kind of apologizing for my behaviors.
Just said like you wanted to see me. You wanted to meet me in L.A. Like in a. Oh, okay. Zai has put up the mage armor.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Awesome. Just like you wanted to see me, you wanted to meet in LA. You mentioned this place. Um, you said it would be like, around this week. You weren't sure when you were getting in. So I just been kind of hanging around. Donovan, like, he's a cool dude. I mean, I like his movies. I met him back in Sicily a little bit. Not all there, I guess, but whatever. He opened
he's
the doors to me.
he's a fair actor.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been kind of crashing in his place, just sort of waiting for you.
that's very nice of him. Hey, look, I'm and the girl actually have a couple of cases of beer in my car. If you want to go grab them, might be a little better than the tequila sunrise tsunami thing that he's serving.
Okay, I can go out and get him for you.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a van just around that corner, and yeah. I before he goes, I clasp him on the shoulder and kind of look at him, like, look at him in the eyes and say, "Raph, I love you."
he pauses for a moment and he's like, I I love you too. I know we had our differences, but like I hopefully that's never been in doubt.
Never. Take as much time as you need to get in those beers. Don't be in a rush to get back.
Okay, I'll go get him. Don't worry. I won't like get lost or anything.
Uh, I'm just gonna kind of bring him for a hug and kind of whisper in his ear. I hope you're catching when I'm putting down. Things are gonna get weird in a second, in a little bit here, I think.
Oh,
And I don't want you in the way. I don't want you hurt. I
so
have
you're
a
here
weird
for
feeling
your.
about all this because I know too many people here.
Hmm. Okay,
I give him a tight squeeze.
not sure how I feel about that, man.
I don't know how I feel about that either.
All right, I'll go get those. I'll go get those beers.
Yeah, thanks.
He says like extra loudly. He's not a spy.
Yeah,
Unlike
of
you.
course not. And I'll
Some
go
people give
tending
him
to the grill.
yeah, people give him like some weird stares. He says it super loudly, but then he heads out. Okay, so down. Uh, you meet Julia. She's kind of like inside in the corner. She's looking a little uncomfortable, and then she spots you. Um, she's like Raymond. A while ago, I got a letter allegedly from you asking me to come meet at this place. I don't believe you sent it. Is that correct?
No, I wouldn't. I haven't had the opportunity to write anything at all, really.
That makes sense. And also, last time we met, you said you had no memory of me.
Yeah, but now, Jules, I remember
What?
like everything
You
in my
do?
head. Yeah,
It-
I remember you actually are my sister.
oh
You
my
haven't
god.
been lying at all. I remember all the times we caught frogs in mom and dad's backyard and everything. And then I
Raymond,
remembered the bombs and a lot of fire and operating tables and
Raymond, and she like embraces you and kind of like holds you for a moment.
thanks,
Um,
Jules.
you
Thanks.
can you can feel she is crying. She pulls back and kind of like gets it together, and she's like, Raymond, so the doctor, Gottlieb, he was able to sort of bring your memories back.
It was sort. It was kind of like I was. I had a mental block and
Hmm.
everything. The wiring didn't do any wonders, that's for sure. But kind of had to bring it back myself. All my memories with some help from a good friend.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know the Hermitage does that kind of thing, conditioning, uh, mental blocks. That's them all over.
Yeah, we got one of the bastards that did it in the van outside.
Hmm. This,
Dr. East.
oh, Dr. East. I'd love to get an interview with him, off the record, or I mean, on it if possible. He's got a lot of stuff that a lot of people should know.
But you said you received a letter.
Yeah. She takes it out of her jacket. Allegedly from you, saying that you wanted to connect. You were in Los Angeles. You were going to be here sometime in the next like week or so. And I was to meet you here. And then yeah, so that I should be expecting you.
Well, obviously, this is a trap for a lot of people. I think I spotted Carter's brother.
Oh,
A couple of other people. No, Mara headed off somewhere. Oh, by the way, Lambda. She's going by Mara now.
Mara.
Name she chose for herself.
All right, got it. It's a good
And
name.
Zai's 2 people now.
Two. This is all getting very confusing.
I don't understand it much, but yeah, psychic powers. Whatever. But the thing is, something's about to go down here.
Okay.
Can I see that letter real quick? Maybe I can analyze the writing, see where it came from.
Well, that's the thing. It's a typewritten letter. I'll tell you what, Dowd, give me an insight check on the letter.
Right.
Or investigation too would work.
Investigation's better for me.
All right, go for it.
17.
Ooh, very good. You can tell, you recognize kind of the type is like this came from like a military, not military style. What's the military requisition? The kind of typewriters like the military and the Hermitage use, I would say.
Yeah, like a teletype.
Yeah. So it looks like an official Hermitage typewriter in some ways wrote this, or was used to write this.
So this definitely came from the Hermitage.
Or someone who's using Hermitage equipment.
Like Cross.
She's like, you think Captain Cross invited people that you and your friends care about to come here to be in the city?
Could be quite a possibility.
Yeah, that's his line. I mean, psychological warfare. So going after people you care about to weaken you. That sounds like him.
Still got your gun on you?
She like kind of points to her coat. She's like, yeah, small pocket here.
Yeah,
just the 38. I don't want to have to use it.
You might have to, little sister. Might have to.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm ready.
Let's
Raymond,
try it. Yeah.
One more thing. What's with the lederhosen?
Okay, I can't explain it. It's just something that happened. Then this was before I got my memory back, so maybe it's the machine just getting its programming all in a wire. I just have a compulsion to wear it now. Help me. Yeah, it's just like the 11th Doctor with the bow ties.
She's like, Raymond or Ray, if your memories are back, like you can wear whatever weird German leather kind of pants that you want to choose on.
Thing. Did I ever wear lederhosen at any point in our lives?
No, you wore some overalls now and then. That's about the closest I can think of.
Exactly.
Lederhosen? No.
Where the hell did this come from? Screw it. We're on a mission. Let's try and group up with everyone before shit hits the fan.
All right. I'm just glad you're back.
Me too. Well, mostly, but something I gotta learn to live with.
Okay. So you like another quick final embrace. Mara, Zai, you guys head outside. Kind of like broad patio area. You have this very like geometric extended rectangular swimming pool. Um, Big kind of like rambling deck, kind of going into sort of a slope. And on this deck, uh, under the shade of a bunch of like trees, you see Brother Groove. He's like an acoustic guitar. He's got like a very like dark, tangled, sort of unkempt beard, like halfway down his chest. He's wearing like pale fringe caftan, bunch of like love beads. And he's just like playing the guitar. A bunch of his kind of his groupies are hanging around, jamming out with him. Um, he does like look up and make eye contact with you guys as you are approaching.
Mara's just going to the pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said she was doing. Like she just doesn't care about talking to this guy at all. She cares
All
about
right.
the pool.
What do you do with the pool? Just hop right in.
Like I'm guessing there's like some like seating near the pool.
Yeah, you got a bunch of chairs there. You have like cool diving board.
Yeah. She like takes off her sundress and like her coat and like just lays them out on one of the nearby chairs and then dives into the pool, and Coco comes flopping in afterwards because chocolate lab.
Oh yeah.
If they see water, they're going in it. And then she's just in the pool floating around. Like she just wanted to get in the pool.
Nice.
That was her only intention of going out here.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think the pool was probably totally empty when you got out there, but after you go in, everyone kind of realizes how fun it is, and then someone's like, "Woohoo! Someone put a dog in the pool! All right!" And a bunch of people like jump in, and yeah, it becomes a bit of a pool party out there too.
Yeah. The more people that get in the pool, the more Coco's like excited about it, and she's just swimming around from new person to new person.
Oh, naturally. I've got some dogs here. I'm dog sitting right now that are not fans of the water, so
yeah,
they would not be doing that.
Yeah, and Mara's just floating there on her back, feeling good. Like the water's nice.
Yeah, feels great. It's the kind of cold snap for what passes for that in LA hasn't hit yet, so it's still perfect. Perfect pool weather. And yeah, it feels good. Like this is. I mean, they didn't really do like they didn't have swimming pools at the Hermitage.
They had an isolation tank.
That's true. So this is a cool new experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's neat to be floating and being able to look up at the sky. But that's basically all she came out to do. Like I'm sure Zai's out here to like follow the plot, but she came out here to swim.
No, I love it. It's a great character moment. What is Zai doing? Or is Zai also deciding just to like go for a dip?
Zai was sort of at first sort of like gonna scope it out, see what was around, see sort of what they were contending with, but also on the way over, he will ping Mara and just be like, Mara, I know you're relaxing right now, but something's not right. This whole situation is off. Keep your eyes open.
No, absolutely something's not right. I'm just waiting for a serpent to strike, as it were. But in the meantime, I'm just going to lay here until I can finally get some food.
Fair enough. I'm going to see if I can... well, let's first... I'm going to see if there's a trap. Well, obviously it's a trap, but like... Then I'll see if I can convince our good brother to come with us willingly.
Yeah. I'm sure that secondhand Charlie Manson has some ideas.
All right, so Zai, you heading over to Groove?
Basically, sort of, Zai's gonna take his time, sort of trying to blend, at the same time blend in, but also like looking around to see if anyone else has an eye on him.
Ooh, okay. Give me a quick perception check. Let's do a perception.
Ooh, pretty good. 21.
Wow. right, you do notice one thing. While you're like kind of hanging around the backyard area, it does have like the fence is sort of a little bit lower, so you can kind of see out at the street. You do see what looks like a kind of dented rented car pulls up to the curb and like comes to a stop. Nobody gets out or in, just kind of just hanging out there like waiting.
Okay. So, if I can see Carter, I'm going to message her because I'm guessing she'd be a little bit further than my reach for the mental link.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's in the backyard area. I think she went outside, so you can definitely. It's like 60 feet or something. You can just move a little bit and send her the message.
Well, depends on which one I use because my mental link response through one thing is 70 feet and the other one is let's see, what is the other one?
I think Aberrant Mind's only 30.
Aberrant Mind is 30, but yeah,
But I know you've got like tons of other ways of doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for the purposes of our story, it's pretty clear you can make a psychic link. So
Okay. So then I will switch the psychic link back over to Carter and just be like, well, so besides our friends being here, we have a car that pulled up and is just not doing anything. So my guess is they're trying to figure out, they're waiting for us to leave.
I don't think they're waiting for us. I don't think they're waiting for us to leave. I think they're waiting for a signal.
Makes sense.
They gathered us all here, sent false letters. This is a cleanup.
Makes sense. As they do. Well, let's see if I can get the brother on our side.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some of the skewers off and kind of plate them up and start bringing them over towards, kind of begin to make my rounds, handing off skewers to people and also making my way towards Brother Groove.
all right, you approach him. He kind of like finishes his song. There is naturally a part where like he just stops strumming and like kind of taps the guitar for the final bit of it. Yep. And then afterwards, he sets it aside for a little bit, and he's like, there she is, the gal with the food. Pass one of them skewers my way.
What you looking for?
Just whatever I can eat.
I pull off one of the skewers and hand it to him.
All right, perfect. Far out. He motions to his friends like, you can go mingle. Brother Groove's gotta converse with these newcomers here. So sit on down, and your friend with those kaleidoscope eyes, he can sit down too.
We'll put the tray down and kind of sit next to him.
How do you know about my eyes?
I know all about you, man. I know everything. We got a friend in common.
Connected as someone who works for the agency.
Yeah, I hear you. What exactly do you think you're here to do?
No. We were hoping to get some insight, and I think you're the person to do that, and I would really suggest that you cooperate with us and not signal anyone if that's really the case. And I'm going to cast suggestion.
Ooh, okay. I know we do this like every time. Does he get a save against that one?
Yeah, wisdom.
Yes.
All right. Can I roll in front of everybody? Okay, no, I don't. Come on. Why can't I right click and there we go. Roll in front of everybody. I can't really do it. I'll just tell you he gets a +5 to this.
Okay.
Roll in front of the board. What does he have to beat?
16.
16. Okay. He might have been able to do that. He got a 14 + 5 is a 19.
All right.
So he beat it, not super easy, but he did.
Mhm.
You're not able to suggest him. He flinches a little bit, and he's like, "My man, you're trying to put chains around my mind."
Well, seems you and your people are trying to put a bunch of things on other people, including us. So I think a few chains around your mind is a little bit of good compensation.
There's a lot of anger in your heart, a lot of hatred. Got to let that go. That's what our mutual friend is all about.
Right, that's what he's all about.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm. You want to talk with him?
That'd be nice.
All right, can be arranged, but gotta get this party's gotta go down a little bit first. Let me he kind of closes his eyes a little bit. He's like, let me see if we can make it rain on the parade here. And with that, it was a pretty clear sky. Unfortunately, as soon as he says that, some dark clouds appear out of nowhere. Zai, Zai, go ahead and give me an Arcana check on this.
Okay.
You can roll advantage too, because you're fused with Jairus.
Sorry, what was that? Advantage?
Yeah, because you're fused with Jairus.
Oh, okay. 17.
17. Okay. You notice there is a purple tinge to these clouds.
Okay. In Carter's head. Yeah, looks like we got that special rain coming our way.
So, some rain. It is like normal rain. It just kind of falls on people, and they're like, "Oh man!" And Donovan's like, "No worries, come inside, guys." So everybody sort of heads out of the pool, and the backyard area is now abandoned. Mara, it is raining while you're in the pool. Are you staying in there or heading inside with everybody?
No, she gets out of the pool and basically summons her clothes to her, and then the clothes basically go on to her without
Whoa,
her.
that's
She
so
just
cool.
kind of like T poses, and the clothes just go on.
Whoa.
T-pose on all the haters.
So Brother Groove is like, all right, now that people are tensions elsewhere, he reaches down. There's like a hookah that is next to him, and he sort of like inhales deeply, and he's like, I'm gonna open myself up, and you can communicate with the one you want to. So he like breathes in and he breathes out the smoke. It leaves his mouth with this like purplish cloud. It sort of undulates and fuses, and then it forms a life-sized kind of smoky portrait of Captain Howard Tolliver Cross. Okay, Mara, I see your hand. Dowd, you were inside, or do you want to pop outside for this as well? You can.
Yeah, Dowd and Julie are trying to find everybody, including Zai and Mara. So they see everyone heading inside. They'll probably figure something's going down outside.
Okay,
and
you guys head outside too.
Mara wanted to do something.
Yeah, I seen Mara's hand. Okay, so just want to establish Dowd's out there too. All right, Mara.
I was basically trying to find out if she's outside still when this image forms.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I think you just left the pool. This is kind of on the deck, like that's next to the pool.
Carter coming too?
Yeah. We're all still outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like right in front of you guys.
Try to position myself so I'm about 10 feet apart from everybody.
Yeah, Mara's getting close enough to be within 10 feet of Carter, just in case, because she's been told about this ability before. But also trying to be positioned in such a way that if she has to send out psychic attack, telekinetic attacks towards Brother, what's his face, then
Brother Groove.
Brother Groove.
Right. Okay. So Captain Cross, this image of him, it's not him, it's like a smoky kind of effigy. And Groove is kind of like frozen. His sort of eyes have rolled back. He looks like he's not conscious. He's just sort of like producing this image. And Captain Cross, even though he is like made out of I just realized he's a sick bong rip come to life.
Yeah.
No, he's a weird like smoky sort of copy of him. But even though it is kind of like undulating, you recognize he's got the same kind of like military uniform, the high and tight haircut, very like stern, put together. But he looks a lot different. Like, and even within this, you can tell. Zai, you can see he's got like purple kind of sparks drifting off of him. You can see bits of his skin kind of glow, flicker, and then a purple spark will pop off and sort of float down. And Mara, you see that like he blinks his eyes every so often, and it's difficult to see in the kind of hazy the hazy purpleness, the purple haze in the form of this smoke, but it looks like reddish. It doesn't look like tears. Some kind of like bloody liquid. What am I saying? Blood is coming out of his eyes every so often and kind of trickling down his cheeks.
So you assembled us all here. It's certainly not to just show off that you've gathered some powers, or is it? I don't know.
No, you are quite right in that. I had a feeling you would find Brother Groove. I knew you were going to find Dr. East, and made my intentions known to this addle-brained fool. He's serving as a nice messenger. I wanted to talk with all of you. I understand. I've spoken to Agent Lowe. Thank you for not killing him, though I doubt he would thank you after you threw him out of a plane in the middle of the jungle.
See, now that's the thing about this whole thing is I was going to eat him, so this kind of bullshit wouldn't fucking happen. Pardon my French. By the way, that's not French, so I don't know why people say that. By the way, Mara has never sworn before, if you remember.
Yeah, wow.
French.
He's like, ooh, lamb. Getting a little testy there, aren't we?
No, I'm just... This is a situation that could have been avoided is all.
Oh, I don't think that's the case.
I don't know. If I sucked your friend's soul out before he could communicate with you, I'd imagine that you wouldn't have been communicated with.
Well, I rather figured out you were on my tail since Bush kept on involving you in my business. It was, accidents happen, of course. He should have known his place. He should have known to leave well enough alone, but he didn't, and here we are.
Got a little bit of something on your face, by the way.
Yeah, he like wipes it off. He's like, I believe by now you understand what I intend to do.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you were okay with them just putting that implant into your eye. I objected. Well, I didn't know about it, and once I did know about it, I, kind of popped it out.
Well,
Hurts,
you
doesn't it?
are. I'll just say this: you're the failed version.
Yeah, I keep hearing.
I'm the
about
success.
how I'm the failed version.
Mm-hmm.
You and my handlers don't even understand what I am. But it's okay. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you find out.
Ooh. Well, it does appear you are intent on ruining this operation, so maybe I'm wasting my breath. But that's the reason why I invited your friends here. Lamb, your close friend, Miss Grimaldi, who I understand you got to know during some of your missions. Dowd, your sister. Agent Carter, your brother. Zai, you didn't really have anybody, isn't that
Not surprising.
distressing?
You have us.
Yeah, I was going to say that we're already going to be here with him, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty sure my family's dead by now, so.
it's
Who knows?
quite possible.
Actually, quick question. Actually, no.
Is this for
Jareth would
me or
have-
for sorry, Zai,
Michael.
for me or for Carter? I
Michael?
mean, not for Cross.
Michael. Would Jareth be able to do something to be able to see if his family is actually alive?
Oh, yeah, that's possible. Maybe not right now. Maybe I'll have you do like a big old perception roll. But I think we could do that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, Zai was kind of taken when he was very young, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
Mhm.
Cross says, so I invited them here because I wanted to make a deal with you. In a few moments, or hours really, Los Angeles is going to be the victim of a terrifying psychic attack. The kind of thing that Lamb was created to do, perhaps in Moscow or St. Petersburg or Beijing, something like that, but which would never be feasible given our political leadership and the cowardice that has forever hampered our efforts in this Cold War. But once they see Los Angeles reduced to ruins by a psychic weapon, well, the world will accept the existence of psychic superpowers. The Hermitage will become the preeminent defensive organization of the United States. The Cold War will indeed become a little bit colder. And I shall be able, with this new power, I shall be able to direct the full might of the United States behind the Hermitage against the Soviet Union and create a better world, which we should have had from the first place.
It's always about the better world, isn't it?
I mean, can I ask you a question, frankly, seriously? When you, because I've seen movies like this, when you guys do this kind of stuff, this whole, I want to explain my plan to everybody, is that a sex thing for you? Like, well, because, I mean, like, why wouldn't you just do it? I never told anybody that I was going to hurt them before I hurt them. Well, that one guy, but that was to make him shit his pants. But that was still like a sentence, and then I ripped his soul out and ate it.
Whoa. Okay, he's like, first of all, it's not a sex thing.
I don't know what your hands are doing, man.
Look, I'm telling you this because I want to make a deal with you.
Oh, okay.
You have a chance now to save your loved ones. You can get them out of Los Angeles. So you have a choice to make. You can either go after me and lose, because let me tell you, your powers, I have taken them on myself. So I spent the last several months going through regimens, ingesting essences. I am far more than your equal in combat prowess.
You may have taken essences, but we are now the base of the essences that you have taken.
Well, isn't that precisely it? You're version 1, I'm version 2. You're the failure, I'm the success.
Yes, but also, I have more of it than you do.
And I also have to point out that you don't have everything that we have. You don't have what I have.
That's true. You don't.
And you're
So
not
guess
made
what?
of metal.
Fuck.
Look, we're getting beyond the point. I'm giving you a chance to save yourselves and your loved ones. Use this time to get them out of Los Angeles. If you do that, you can go over and live your lives with them safely. Otherwise, they will be in the city when I launch my attack. So that's why I'm telling you, which I think you already, thanks to your, I did not think that Dr. East would stand up to any interrogation. So you probably already knew my plan. But now,
it's not really an interrogation when you literally pulled the information out of his head.
Mm-hmm.
So
Almost like he gave it willingly because he doesn't believe in your plan.
yeah.
And he folds pretty quickly to intimidation.
Oh, very easily.
fair enough.
That brain of his is a very big weak point.
So,
Well,
I
that is
just
my
want-
offer. You can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mara.
I just want to see if I follow you. The idea is that I would care so much about the girl that gives me records that I would back down from trying to stop you. I just want to make sure I'm understanding that right.
He's like, maybe I overestimated your humanity, if that's how you think.
Well, see, that's the thing. And Agent Carter can back this up, and maybe she gets it now. I don't know. I'm not human. I've always said I'm not human. I get less and less human every day, which is great. You want to wipe out Los Angeles? No skin off my nose. More for me to eat. I'll go kill Chicago, if that's what you want.
He's like, well, I'm very happy to hear that.
But that's wanting you.
Hmm.
If you're the success.
In that case, I'm not so happy. Well, I suppose there's nothing more to be said. I will see you all, and I will see the city in a few hours' time.
Oh, can you tell us your location while you're revealing things? That'd be really make our life so much easier.
I'd rather not. Goodbye. And the smoke dissipates.
We'll find you yet, Cross. Besides, this plan is nonsensical. We might be able to get our loved ones out, but what about everyone else in the city?
I think
Ooh.
that's
I think
point.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
he's
would-
expecting you to choose your loved ones over the city.
I mean, it's kind of a bunk deal, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Besides, Julia's reporting integrity won't let her escape the city without chronicling what's happening here. Right, Jules? And Dal just slaps her on the back.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that Julia's there this whole time. Definitely
Yeah.
taking notes. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this will be the scoop of a lifetime. If I survive, and if you survive, are you gonna go after him? I suppose. I guess you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, except we don't know where he is.
Well, I think we
Well-
know someone who might know. I grab Brother Groove by the front of his shirt. Is he conscious
Yeah,
at this
he-
point?
Yeah, he's kind of sputtering and getting things back together a little bit. He's like, "Well, sorry, did you had a talk with Captain Cross?"
Yes, we did, and I think, and I'm gonna just yank him towards the girl and kind of
Whoa!
not hit him onto it, but kind of shift his face and say, "You're gonna tell us where you take all the deliveries, so we can find him, put Cross in the ground, and maybe, and just maybe, my friend here want to eat your soul."
I'm actually really hungry.
Oh boy. Okay, give me intimidation because of that. And I can definitely see Mara's helping you there with advantage.
That's a 19.
Oh, nice. Is that with advantage?
This was with advantage. The other one was a 2.
Oh man, very good with that advantage there. Awesome. Yeah, he cracks for sure. He's like, okay, look, let me just put the hippie axe gone. All right, look, I'm not Brother Groove. My name is Ryan Wilson. All right, it gives you
Oh,
his
we already knew
agent code
that.
number and everything.
We knew that already.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Look. There's a military outbase in the Mojave called Fort Glanton. I believe that's the place. That's always where I took the shipments. I think that Cross has loyalists there, or at least people who, he throws the official Hermitage letterhead around and they look the other way. So I think that's where he is.
Into the
How's
Mojave.
he planning to blow up Los Angeles from the Mojave Desert?
I'm getting my geography wrong. Isn't that the desert that's pretty close to LA?
It is, but I mean,
3 hours away, yeah.
she's trying to understand with her powers.
Right.
She
okay.
can't project her powers to another city.
Yeah, he's like, so he's got to be. He's like, yeah, I mean, look, he doesn't tell me that kind of stuff. Maybe he's got some way of leaving there and getting to LA real fast. I don't know.
I mean, my whole point is we drive out to. He's saying he's blowing up Los Angeles in 2 hours, right?
He said a few hours. He didn't give you. This is Michael, by the way. He said he gave you a few hours, not 2.
I'm just saying, are we just doing a wild goose chase out to the Mojave?
No.
We need the precise location.
Wilson, you must know that there's got to be something that this military base has got. Runway, vehicle depot, railway, something.
Helicopter would be nice.
I actually have an idea.
Well, I'm talking about the base
Ooh.
itself, not necessarily the.
Okay, I think Dowd's got something.
Yeah. Cross just projected himself through this guy, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that leave some sort of psychic link that we can trace back?
Ooh, good idea. Okay.
That either Mara or Zai could track.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, tracking things psychically is more Zai's department.
Alright.
Sure. Zai, I'll tell you what. You could do it based on just a complete charisma roll. That's what you kind of use for your spell casting.
Mhm.
And we'll kind of leave it up to chance. Or if you want to burn a... Ooh, what should I do? If you burn a second level spell slot, you'll be able to instantly, like, go through Groove's mind and, like, see kind of see what he was projecting from. So you'll kind of, like, get to see through the eyes of Captain Cross.
I can ask a quick question, and this is going to sound weird, but would it be easier for you if you had a hardwire connection into his head?
A hardwire connection. What are you thinking? Like, are you gonna like,
she's
crack open his
suggesting
brain?
she's suggesting putting out her arms of astral self, putting one into Zai and one into Brother Groove.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you do that, I'll give you advantage on the roll, or you can just burn the spell slot, the second level spell slot, and you'll get it automatically.
Well, I've been curious since our first encounter of the Ark. Did we get any sort of rest?
Yeah, also you got a
Yes.
long rest between then and now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to.
it's been a couple
Mhm.
days since the last.
Oh yeah, yeah.
episode.
You got a long rest for sure.
Okay. So let me sort of do that real quick, and then because I never know, and then I did
Mhm.
use I know I used a first level from Mage Armor, and then a second for Suggestion.
You never did any detect thoughts.
No, I didn't.
Noticed.
No.
Yeah. So you want to burn the spell slot or risk the roll?
Yeah, I got the spell slots.
Ooh, okay. Burn the spell slot. All right. You see. Okay, so you like extend your consciousness into Groove or Agent Wilson's mind. You like kind of cut through the weird psychic link he had with Captain Cross. You get a flash through Cross's eyes. You are in Fort Glanton, kind of out in the desert. This like top secret military outpost. Lots of fortifications, Quonset huts, and you see there is a like a military train, kind of a prototype, extra faceted train that is currently being like loaded up. And you can see the railway like zooming off through the desert, heading for the city. Or not. I mean, the train isn't going yet, so it's a little while until the train's about to leave the station. But they're like fueling it up and getting it ready. So you'd have like now you have a few hours to get there. If you want to stop from getting on the train, or you want to board the train.
Trains run on tracks. I mean, I don't know if you're communicating this aloud, right?
I think once I see the train, I sort of break the connection and just be like, oh, he's going by train.
Great. Trains run on tracks. Let's destroy the tracks. I'm pretty sure, Bray, you can do that.
Oh yeah. You can
That way,
put
even
them
if
back
his
together.
powers go off, it's out in the middle of the desert anyway. That's where we have this final showdown. If we need to find out stuff in the base, we find it out later, right?
Makes sense. The whole point is to stop Cross, anyways.
Well, my thought is, let him take the train out. If they got no tracks, the train's gonna go off them, and go off them at a pretty high speed at that.
Oh yeah.
Then we'll just find him in the wreckage.
An ambush, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that in a lot of cowboy movies. They're really neat.
All right, so you guys are heading out.
I do have one quick thing with Julia. Julia, if you can, get the word out about what's happening to, like, anyone you can. News stations, public officials, just anyone.
She's like, I can try, but like, I mean, what am I gonna say? Insane American officer has turned himself into like a psychic living bomb and is gonna blow up LA. I mean, they're gonna think I'm crazy.
Do you have any pictures?
Yeah, but like even that, look, Los Angeles, like they got earthquakes, fires. Don't even move for those kinds of things. Like they're gonna laugh me out of wherever I bring this. I can try, but it's a losing issue. It's not. It's like they're not gonna believe me.
Dang. Do we have any evidence at all?
Nothing that people will believe.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Would you believe you?
This is a
Yeah.
thing that even if people see it, they wouldn't believe it. They
Oh,
think it
yeah.
was trickery
Yeah.
of some variety.
It's the whole point of this operation, I'm guessing.
Plausible
denial.
deniability.
Mhm.
Mm.
Bastards.
So, my thought is, like I said, blow up the tracks. I'm gonna go talk to somebody inside real quick before we head out. If that's all right with everybody, I've been holding off on talking to her, so kind of like to do
Go
Yeah.
it.
ahead.
Maybe her and Wrath can get out of the city at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head inside. Or are you gonna go talk to Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay, she's still there, and like she's just kind of left the conversation pit. And yeah, she sees you. She's like, surprised. But though she expected you because she got the invitation, the fake invitation. She heads over and joins you, and she's like, Lamb, hey, I got your letter.
Hey.
Glad
yeah.
to see you.
I'm going by Mara now. Lamb was the name that the people that tortured me gave me, you know?
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. And Mara's a great name. I dig it.
Thanks. Look, whatever letter you got sent was fake.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Was it those people you work for, the Hermitage?
Yeah, it's this creepy guy that wants to blow up LA. Just on the
Oh.
off chance he manages to do it, you should probably get out of town.
Holy
You seem to
shit.
be able to move around pretty quickly, so I'm pretty sure you can get up in the air and out of here before all this shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, it chartered a plane actually to get here in time.
Yeah, I think you should just charter the plane back out.
I suppose I could.
Something that's always been bothering me, Frankie, is how did you know I was in Quebec?
That
one
one?
time.
Yeah. She's like, well, I used some of my dad's connections to figure that out. I sort of pretended that it was from him. He's got a lot of connections to the Hermitage. So that's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why though?
No, why?
And she blushes. She's like, it's because I had since I saw you at my my parents' house, I've had the hugest fucking crush on you.
That's
why.
Sweet of you. It is.
Yeah. Thanks.
I really appreciate it. I don't know if you noticed, but I got my eye back. The tracking device, which is what I'm sure you followed, is gone with that. And look, if things weren't so nuts, maybe, if we met cute at a college or something, and I was...
Well, we're not in that world. We're here, and we met the way we met.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
So what does that mean?
It means you didn't meet a cute girl at college. It means you met a monster wearing a human skin suit. And it's not getting right anymore. And whatever you can feel for me, I can't really feel for you. I would if I could.
She pauses for a moment, and she's like, is that you saying it? Or is that the people who tortured you and who transformed you? Is that what they would say?
People who tortured and transformed me just think I'm a failure. They don't know what they brought into this world. I think that they did that a lot. I think I'm not the only one of us that's housing something very dangerous. I'm just the one where there isn't a conflict between the two things. The conflict that I always had, Frankie, was trying to be a good person despite all that. I'm not. At best, I'm a vampire. And I get it, like it's a cool sort of monster.
Yeah, vampires, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
As monsters go. I like vampires.
But
yeah, go on.
I'm going to eat people. That's what I eat. I realize it now. After eating enough souls, going back to trying to eat human food is... I never really liked it to begin with, and now it's just disgusting. Because it never gave me anything. Look at me, I'm like 4'11". I was dying of malnutrition. I don't see how somebody can be with something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're still young. So find somebody that isn't going to betray you. Don't be like one of those people in the movies. Don't be like Mina Harker, you know? Find somebody good who's the human. There's so many out there.
She thinks it over and she's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. It makes sense after what they did to you. But I think I just want to be sure this is what you think, not what you've told yourself or conditioned yourself to think.
I've seen what I really look like, Frankie. I really don't want to show it to you. But you should go, because the city might get destroyed if the fake version of me manages to do what he thinks I was supposed to do.
She like covers her mouth and blinks her eyes a few times, and she's like, well, you go do what you have to do. And when it's over, if you want to, you know where to find me.
Yeah. But you gotta promise me something, Frankie. If I don't come to find you, don't go looking for me. Okay? I'm getting worse. I know I am. I can feel the tiny bits of humanity that are still stuck to me falling away. I'm going to be dangerous.
She's like, I guess you haven't been around the world that much. I mean, neither have I, really, in the grand scheme of things, but you don't know how much it hurts to hear that coming from someone you love.
I know. I do. And you just have to believe me.
Okay.
If I come looking for you, don't immediately trust me either.
Oh, God. Okay. Go do what you have to do.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, she whispers it. She's clearly very distraught by this. All right.
Mara's actually going to float, just to illustrate the point more of like not human.
Okay. You guys head out. You leave Donovan's cool house. head outside to the curb. It's still the rain is still coming down. Not as heavy as it was before. Not purple tinged anymore either. It's just sort of like, you're kind of it's LA before like the rains really get torrential in over there. It's a light rain. You head out and you do see Wampus, who's like hanging out in front of the car. He has Dr. East inside, and he's kind of like beckons you over. And he's like, guys, I think we got a problem. Look over there. Oh, Zaius, was your finger up there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, my mistake. So he beckons you over, and he points across the street. You guys see that rented car. The window rolls down, and you see George H.W. Bush is in there.
Oh shit!
I will start walking towards him.
I'll walk towards
he
him.
He opens up like the back and is like, Agent Carter, come on in, have a seat.
Bush, it's good to. I don't know if I'd say it's good to see you, but it's well, get in.
Yeah, given the circumstances, it's not particularly good to see you either. You've caused all manner of headaches, Agent Carter. Are the rest of you guys like going in the car or like going around him or?
No.
Dowd's in the car. Okay.
I mean, Lamb
outside.
isn't going into a car with George Bush.
Ooh, okay. What about Zai?
Zai's on the outside.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
just Carter.
Mara's on the outside. She's not going in.
Okay. All right.
Unless there's an issue that it gets forced.
Ooh, okay. So he talks to Carter. He does seem friendly. He's like, yeah, you caused all manner of problems. Destroying Fortress Valhalla. That's well, a lot of people got in their real tizzy over that.
Look, let's be straightforward about Fortress Valhalla. That was a hellscape of just sheer barbarism and just completely fucked up. The fact that they were working with people who were with Nazis essentially.
Literal Nazis.
Literal
not
Nazis.
just Nazis.
You may
Not like the scientists that were picked for NASA. These were legit escaped from Germany Nazis.
You may very well be right. It was also a major bastion of anti-communist activities.
I don't
in
give
Latin
a
America.
fuck about this political bullshit. You were doing awful things to innocent people. You were torturing an innocent entity. It doesn't matter if they're human or not. They were innocent, and you all were sponsoring this. So hey, I have no issues with blowing that place up because I don't care about this whole socialist, communist versus capitalist West. I don't care about any of this. What I care about is protecting people.
He looks away and he's like, well, Carter, I think your career in the agency may be just about finished in that case.
Good.
But there is, yes, and Dowd, we can talk about your situation as well. But there is one more thing I need you for. I understand you're moving against Cross.
That's the plan.
Ooh, okay, so Zai sent a psychic message to him. We did not appreciate what you did to us. He flinches at that. He's like, okay. I can't exactly say that bygones will be bygones. But I can promise to make it a bit easier if you remove Cross.
Does Mara hear that? I know she's outside the van, but how loud is it?
Ooh, that he said you can let bygones be bygones if you remove Cross.
If we move Cross, yeah.
Or not. I think you could hear it. He has the windows rolled down.
Mara is gonna come around to where she can be seen at that point. Yeah, that's kind of what we were planning to do, and we're wasting time now.
Ah, excellent. Well, good to know we're all on the same page then. So he's at Glanton, I think. Fort Glanton.
Out of the Mojave.
Yep.
Going by train.
Okay, I can arrange transport. Would you like to go straight to the fort, or is there another place I could bring you? I mean, I believe we should go. I think you should go immediately to the fort. You can try and deal with him there. I'd rather not be there, but I can arrange transport.
I was. Well, I don't really want to tell you our plans. To be honest.
Maybe it's
I
Honestly,
don't want to tell him either.
If you can get us maybe halfway down the tracks between the two places, that'd be great.
he thinks that over and he's like, I can arrange a helicopter pickup and place you there in the track leading from the base to Los Angeles. You could do the rest.
Yes. Though we do have some demands you'd like to make, and we'll keep it brief.
Demand, huh?
Oh,
All
of course,
right.
of course. For working together. Oh, maybe demands isn't the right word. We would like to have some benefit out of this because we are going to help you with your little problem. You can help us with our little problem.
Tit for tat, huh? All right. What do you
Mara,
want?
Zai, Raymond, go free.
He thinks about it for a moment. He's like, if you... Let's see, what's the word he would use? If Captain Cross is not an issue after today, then yes, I can let you leave the Hermitage for good. I can arrange for your files to be destroyed, and you'll
No
be free to
following
go.
us afterwards. No keeping tabs on us or any of that bullshit.
He looks a little upset about that, and he's like, if the stakes are any less high, you'd find me arguing. But there's all of Southern California to worry about. So, you have my word. No following, no keeping tabs. Take Cross off the playing field, and you're free to go.
Mr. Bush,
Yes.
I don't necessarily want to be free, but I don't want to be part of your organization.
Well,
I'd like to be hooked up with the folks that are out there hunting down Nazis and various other bad people right now. That's what I'd like to do.
well,
And becoming a civilian and hiding out, that's not going to do anybody any benefit. Not me, not you.
he's like, well, there is certainly going to be a use for someone of your talents. So that can definitely be arranged. The Hermitage, however, I think after this is finished. Yeah, I think Dad was the reason. Want to check in there?
Yeah. Also, immediate dismantling of the Tomorrow Soldier program. And I would also like the whereabouts of any who have suffered under it.
He's like, well, Tomorrow Soldier is part of the Hermitage, and that is going away after this Cross debacle. Everyone just wants to bury it and forget about it. And now you want the records, the other Tomorrow Soldier experiments? Well, at this point, sure, why not? I can arrange it. You want anything else? How about a ham sandwich?
Okay, but before we talked about that, do you have someplace that I can go, Mr. Bush?
I'm considering other organizations. There's always going to be a use for people like you. And even if the Hermitage is gone, I'm going to create other groups that will do it. They just might have to operate away from the United States.
That's
So
fine.
yes, we can certainly use your talents.
I'd rather not eat where I live. But I'm very hungry, Mr. Bush.
Yes, having you not eat where you live would be ideal for all of us. All right, in the meantime, let me make some calls. I'll try and get you to the rail track.
Oh, it's good talking again, I guess.
Do we have any more demands?
I think we've asked enough of our former employer.
Okay.
Associate.
Your former employer associate. All right, and I think with you leaving that in Poppy's mind, I think that's where we're going to bring this episode to a close.
Can I
So-
have Morris say something to Agent Carpenter before we end?
Oh yes, please.
Just because she wants to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
If that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead. We can close with that.
I can tell you're disgusted by me.
It's not disgust.
No?
No, never disgust. Saddened. Disappointed, maybe.
Yeah.
Not disgusted.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
That's
I-
fine.
I said there isn't really a separation between me and what I'm eating. I just have accepted what I am. The
I
last
first-
good thing that I can possibly do in this world is to try to put myself in a place where when I hurt people, and I'm going to hurt people, at least I'll know they're bad people. And probably some of them won't be. I'm sure they're going to lie to me. I could really use somebody to put me on the correct path. Who knows what it is? Just think about it, okay?
I will, but let me say this. Tired of killing.
I'm not asking you to kill anybody, Agent Carter. I'm asking you to just keep me from killing the wrong people.
How would I know?
Because you know. Because you're a good person.
By what logic is the question? By what logic?
Because I can see what's inside of you.
Maybe I'm just such a good liar that I can lie to myself.
There's just parts of you that can't lie. Even if you would want to, it'd be like telling your nose to lie or your chin.
You'd be surprised what the mind can do.
Perhaps. Just think about it, because I trust you more.
I know.
Trust whoever they're going to put me with.
I know.
And I know it's a big responsibility because I know I'm going to do very bad things.
I wish you wouldn't. Is that Mara talking? Or is that Lambda?
There isn't a separation. The Hermitage views me as a failed child lying in a bed. Nobody told me about this.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I don't know what else to say, to be honest.
I am sorry for the things that I'm going to do in my life. So sorry for the things I'm going to do.
Just leave it as a tight squeeze and just kind of leave it there.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up during this episode.
Oh no, I love it. All right, so we'll check back next week when you guys take on Captain Cross. in dogs making some fun noises in the final episode of the Coldest War. We've had 14 episodes. This is number 14 out of 15, and we got one more. And
Goodness.
Next week on the 25th, right before Halloween, perfect timing.
Oh my gosh.
That'll be our showdown, the final results of these characters, and then we're gonna bring this. I mean, we may come back at some. There may be Coldest War season 2 somewhere down the line because I really love these characters. I love this world. And we got, there's so many other decades of horrible American espionage to explore. But for now, thank you guys for joining me on this amazing ride, and I'll see you next week for the final episode.
Dude, awesome. So I just got to put up like the parental role of Carter being not disgusted but disappointed. Right now, all I could feel was like a very morbid episode with Danny Tanner and the music coming on. Right? It was just felt like
Yeah, no, it's the episode DJ starts
it was
killing people's souls.
right. It felt like a Full House episode of killing people and sucking souls out. And I'm like,
Whoa.
I really that's what it felt like to me. Like I heard the music in the background when he put his hand on her shoulder. I could hear the music. Okay, so that was awesome, but it made me laugh on the inside too, because that's what I was thinking about as Danny Tanner. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much, because that was very fun and very funny to me. It was morbid but very funny at the end. So thank you. Yeah, we got one more of these, and then we go on to something different, and then we might come back to something that you all know. So thanks again for everybody that's hanging out and playing here, and thanks for everybody that was watching tonight. I know that Gray Mouse hanging out with us, that was great, and chatting
Gray
in there,
Mouse.
and then Wordsmith, and of course Kat and Vazandu. We know some of these people, and of course, Dragon Freak. Oh, who's that guy? So thank you so much. I know who these people are. So, and they're all amazing humans. Some of them play, some of them watch. But thank you so much, everyone. This has been a wild ride. This has been a lot of episodes, very consecutively. I think it's the most consecutive we've done in a long time without like one shots in the middle. It's been very,
We've only had one shot.
yeah, and it just felt very fluid, and it felt really good. So thank you so much. We have one more next week, but make sure that you go home. Take this inspiration, take one of these games, go home, pull up a chair, and make time to tabletop. Killed it. All right, see you soon, everyone.
So good at this.
I'm so
It's
good.
amazing.
We're all so good.
We're always good at this.
Yeah, it's true.
We tried.